Hi, this is Mato. In this video, I will show you the game between Bobby Cheng and Erik Teichmann. The game was played in an Australian Masters Championship in 2010. Bobby Cheng is only 14 years old, and in this game he has white pieces, and he started with d4, knight to c6, d5, attacking the knight, knight to e5, e4, black played e6, attacking d5 pawn. According to Ribka's book, d takes e6 is the best move. Bobby Cheng played f4, which is also a very good move. Knight to g6, d takes e6. In case if black takes with d pawn, he is going to lose castling rights. That's why black captured with f pawn. Knight to f3, bishop to c5, knight to c3, and now maybe black would like to play knight to f6, but he is afraid of the e5 pawn push. That's why he played d6. And now in this position, Bobby Cheng played a very good move. This is knight to a4. So he's playing his knight second time. But this is a good move because he's going to get rid of the annoying bishop on c5, which is controlling long diagonal and may prevent white from castling kingside. Okay, so bishop to b4 was played, and bishops are exchanged. Knight from 8 to e7, g3, protecting f4 pawn. Maybe bishop is coming to g2, b6, knight comes back to c3, black castled kingside, and now instead of perhaps castling queenside, playing g2, Bobby Cheng played h4, threatening to push to h5. Knight to c6 was played, and Bobby Cheng didn't play h5 immediately. Why? Because in this case knight can go to e5. If pawn takes, rook takes. Okay, that's why in this position white played bishop to g2, protecting the knight first. Bishop to b7, and now h5. Knight can come to e7, but this is probably reserved for the queen. That's why knight goes to h8, and now h6. In case if pawn takes pawn, then rook is coming to h6, and it doesn't look very good for black's king. Now e6 is under attack. Maybe rook from a1 is coming to h8, h1, and so this wasn't appealing to black, and he played g6. Now white castled queenside. Queen to e7 was played. g4, pawn storm. Knight to f7, because knight is useless on h8. g5, and this is just strengthening the pawn on h6. And just imagine if you are playing transfer chess and you get a queen, you would place it on g7. That would be checkmate. So g7 is very weak position, in a very weak square in black's position. a6 was played, which is more like a waiting move, and now Bobby Cheng could play f5, which is a pretty good move. Instead, Bobby Cheng wasn't interested in playing pretty good move. He played an amazing move in this position. Can you see an amazing move in this position? Well, he played knight to d5, attacking the queen, and knight is coming to f6 if not captured. And of course, black takes the knight. Pawn takes pawn, and now the best move in this position would be knight to e5, knight from c to e5, to give the knight back and to stay in the game. But you can understand that black wanted to keep his gain. He didn't want to give it back, so he played knight to a7, and now these three pieces are not going to take part in what's coming now. What's coming? Queen from d2 is coming to c3 and is threatening checkmate on g7. Queen on e7 is protecting after knight is moved, is going to protect g7, but white is going to get rid of the queen. Rook from d to e1, queen to d7, again attacking the queen. Queen goes to a4, attacking queen is attacking a2 pawn and also eyeing f4 pawn. So you would think that white wouldn't move the queen, but white doesn't care because there is a threat, checkmate. Okay, check, king to b1, and how to protect now g7 square from the queen. Okay, there is no other way but to sacrifice the knight, and now if white takes the knight to the pawn, white is still winning, but white played bishop to e6, very good move. Rook to f7. Let's check what would happen if knight goes to f7 instead. Then the game would continue like this. Rook to h7, king takes, another rooks come to h1, check, king to g8 and checkmate. That's why black blocked with rook. But after white captured the knight, he resigned because there is no sensible defense against queen to g7 checkmate. Well, he resigned because even the best defense wouldn't work. Let's see the best defense. King to f8, check, king to e7, check, and now what? There is really nothing left. So this wasn't to black's liking. That's why he resigned at move 27. Very nice game from young Bobby Cheng. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it.